I'm probably more excited about this than you guys are because despite the fact that I've broken this up into part and it's possible you guys have been waiting days for this to happen, I've been putting work in and I put in like a half hour of work or more off camera. So I'm pretty ready for this myself, if you don't mind me saying. Let's go back to the one that boned us. Oh no, that's the running one. That one's boring. We don't want to start on that one. Let's go to general ability. Let's start off with a bang. No, fuck that. Oh, damn it. I was going to go fight him first. Never mind. It's okay. We're starting. General ability. Let's kick its ass. Let's kick general ability right in the balls because, my God, are we such a high level now. Basically, a good comparison would be like BooBEES just Kaioken right now. For anyone who's kind of thinking of an idea. And we'll find out for sure. This might all blow back and punch me right in the mouth here in a second. When BooBEES gets Jack in the Box in the face, and then I hate myself for an hour. Because that's a possibility. Come on, don't fuck this up. Oh my God. Oh, thank God. Thank the Lord. Oh, that's basically GG, because there's no way any of these little shit-eaters is going to beat BooBEES. He's ahead because he's got the inside lane. Don't let that fool you. We've gone up 15 fucking levels. We're not failing this. Look, fly over him. He sucks. Don't even touch the water. That's for nerds. He'll probably fly over the entire big pool when we get there. Look at him. He's out climbing the shit out of these noobs. I really like the fact that I decided to go with BooBEES because, first of all, I know a long time ago, in a part, I asked if I should stick with BooBEES, if BooBEES should be my guy to win all the races, or if I should use Shadow and Soul. And I'm really glad I went with BooBEES because, one, raising one Chao to do this is so much easier than two. I couldn't imagine having to do everything I just did with BooBEES to level him up again for his second Chao. So that helps infinitely. And then two, his stats are better almost all around. His stamina sucks, but if all of his other stats are good, his stamina doesn't need to be good as long as he can get from the beginning of the race to the end of the race. Stamina almost doesn't matter. Stamina is good for Chao who can kind of hold their own. Stamina is good for if it's a really close race and then you need that extra push to win. But if you need that extra push to win, it either means you tripped a lot, your Chao got Jack in the Box, or you probably shouldn't have been good enough to win that race in the first place. But you pulled it off with stamina. That's kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah, look at him. He's kicking the shit out of these guys. Oh, thank God we did this. I'm going to go fight that him douchebag, and even if we get Jack in the Box, I still think we're going to win. That's how much confidence I have in BooBEES' new leveled up ability. Like, my God, get that square fruit piece of shit out of here. Throw that behind your head. We're going for the money. We're going for the triangle. We didn't go for the one closest to us because we wanted to give those nerds something to look at. We wanted to give them false hope that they could still win this race, despite BooBEES' increased abilities. I'm not even sure BooBEES is trying yet. Probably just set on cruise control. He's probably blacked out right now from that huge rave he had last night. Huge party he had to celebrate his awesome leveling up skills. And he still doesn't even know where he's at. He's just going through motions. BooBEES, I think BooBEES' problem is that he just simply doesn't give a shit about anything. I mean, he doesn't even care enough to open his eyes all the way, like ever. Like his eyes are almost never open all the way. He's got those Levi eyes. I'm gonna start calling him. If I ever have another Chao and he has eyes like that, I'm definitely naming him Levi. Like, hands down. Are there even other Chao in this race? How far ahead are we of these noobs? I like how awful the crabs are drawn. I never even thought about that, but just how just not anything at all the crabs look like. I don't know. I guess it's a Sonic game. That's something you got to keep in mind always. But when you're dealing with Chao all the time and Omo Chao and everything like that, I got to find something to do with my microphone cord. It's getting in the way. When you're looking at like Omo Chao and regular Chao, and then all of a sudden you see these crabs that stick out, it's kind of hard to remember that those crab might be robots. Eggman might have those. So our luck's still not perfect, apparently. Otherwise, we would have ran by that one. But, wow. Are we going to lose? Are we going to lose in the last few seconds? And we blew the current record out of the water over 30 seconds despite falling in a hole and tripping at the last second. Which we may have fallen in the hole and tripped in the last race, too. So, you never know. But still, 30 seconds is not bad. That's enough to almost... I would almost think we would do a pretty good job competing for the next level if we wanted to take on this again, which we might come back to. But I want to see BooBEES versus him, or he, or whatever you want to call it. God, look at it. Look at how awful his stamina grade is. But I like the fact that he has a B in everything, because look at how close all of his stats are right now. Flying is 1100. That's the worst, despite it being level 50. And that just means we got some bad rolls. Power is 1120. Well, no, they're all actually really, really close. Because swimming and running are more, obviously, but they also happened... They're also 2 levels ahead. What is also weird is that running is beating swimming, and they're the same level, despite the fact that up until BooBEES evolved, he was only an A in running. So what that means is that he was getting less points until he evolved for running, but running is still his highest stat somehow, and I think all that means is he is getting really, really good rolls when he levels up in running, which is fine by me completely. That one's got bunny ears. Okay, so we're about to just... We're going to take this little Gray Chow's dreams and, like, all the hope that, like, he's ever had, and we're going to put it in the palm of our hand. We're going to put it in the palm of our little BooBEES hand, and then we're just going to completely wipe our asses with it. Like, that's the hand we're going to use, and it's in the... Hashtag no toilet paper, hashtag no filter. Let's do this. I want to get there first, because even if I get hit in the face, I still want to be okay. 2 Chao tripped on their way here, though, so even if we get hit... Oh, we didn't get hit! I remember, it's different from the PlayStation and the GameCube version. I think I've explained this in a past part, but if you get hit with a Jack-in-the-Box in the PlayStation version, and you go to exit and you retry the race, you are 100% going to get hit with a Jack-in-the-Box again. That's going to happen every time until you level your Chao up and some stuff, and his skills change a little bit. As we found out via experiment on this Chao Garden playthrough before. If you're on the GameCube version and you push exit and restart, you get a new roll. There's a chance that your Chao doesn't get hit in the face the next time around. And it's actually kind of funny. But I used to do that all the time, because this is before I knew about the glitch, so I had to level them up. I mean, you know, by doing all the bullshit, going into a level, collecting all the Chao drives, coming back, giving him 10 Chao drives, then going for it again. 10 Chao drives is like 2 levels. Keep that in mind. So if I want a Chao to go up 20 levels, I literally have to play through the Tails level 4 times to make my Chao go up 20 levels, and that's just in one stat. Then I have, like, let's just say I did that for running. Then I have flying, so I got to do 40 more times to level them up 20 times in flying. Then I have swimming. That's 40 more times for swimming. You know what I mean? Like, that is just amazingly ridiculous. But when I finally got him here, against him was kicking my ass every time. So I just kept restarting until him would get Jack-in-the-Boxed, and then he had to trip like 3 times, and we would barely win the race, but it was awesome. But I remember doing that a lot as a kid. Throw that square one behind your head because we don't give a shit. I don't know. I know. 6th Sense, maybe. Maybe BooBEES does not have a connection, but I know he's not going for the wrong one. Not in my house. Not after that level up. So as you can see, I'm the big blue dot. You can see where we're at. We're just now turning in the fruit. You can see where he's at, or him. That's just his name. He's like Lord Voldemort, I guess. He's just now going to get his fruit, and then look at all the Chao in the back. Like, all those other Chao suck. Some of them are probably crawling. I think they were all toddling, but they're just bad. Everyone who isn't me and him are just awful. And it's kind of funny, but we're kicking his ass, so. I got mad because we literally tried like 5 races after leveling BooBEES up a little bit, and we got shit on all of them. So I just leveled him up 15 levels. Which is shitty enough on its own, but I think I may have over-leveled him now. He's too good to be in these races. You just can't hold him down. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Let's see. This is the exact same course that we just did the last race on, so let's see if we beat our old time of, I think it was like 3:34 or something like that. So we have 34 seconds to get there. Just as long as we don't fall in the hole and trip, I think we got it. Because, I mean, we did everything else the exact same. So just as long as we don't fall in the hole and trip. Let's see which path he takes. Okay, so we tripped. Now we just have to not fall in the hole. It's really coming down to not falling in the hole. He's learned from his mistakes. Don't take red. You'll fall in red. What about orange? You'll fall in orange. Don't do that. Okay, so we tripped and we fell, but can we beat the old time? No, I don't know. I don't remember the last time. If anyone feel free to go look, let me know. I'll probably know when I'm editing it, but I can't tell you right now because I haven't edited this yet. Because I'm recording it, but hey, I don't know. Final answer. I don't know if we beat our old time or not, but BooBEES is still an ass kicker supreme. Now let's go take on the hero in dark races. It's Race City up in here, and we're not losing anymore. It's like we were in a movie, you know what I mean? Like we weren't around the first time, and we just completely got shit on, and then now we went through our Rocky-themed training montage. And now we're kicking ass and taking names. Dun dun. I kind of want to read the history of Chao book. That's what that statue's holding. Feels like that would be an interesting topic that I would like to know what's up in. No shadow in this race. That kind of sucks. Last time we did this, it was brief because I turned it off right away because we got shit on by this first Jack in the Box. But there was a Chao that looked exactly like Shadow in this one. I like the way that the 1 second to the bottom looks. He's a running something else type. He's like a running swimming maybe. Okay, so we got hit with the Jack in the Box. Here's the thing. We're probably still going to win this. If he gets up today. You got to get up, though. Here's the part that gets me, and the reason we wouldn't win this, because if you get hit with the Jack in the Box, it's not like you get hit with the Jack in the Box and there's a chance for you to recover. It's if you get hit with the Jack in the Box, you have to be so much better than the rest of the Chao, which I think we are. But bottom line, we have to beat them to the room where you have to choose the fruit. Yeah, look at how much better than these shitheads we are. Look at this. Get out of my way. I got a first place prize to claim. It's too easy up in here. We're already back in first. But anyways, if it would have been a race that you would have won by like maybe 20 seconds, like if you would have beat second place by 20 seconds if you don't get hit with the Jack in the Box, but you do get hit with the Jack in the Box, you're probably going to lose by a lot, because what's going to happen is your Chao, by getting hit in the Jack in the Box on this particular course, you're not going to be able to get in front of the other Chao or get in front of enough Chao by the time you get to the room where you have to choose the fruit. So what's going to happen is, it doesn't matter how smart your Chao is, or like how fast, how good they are at choosing fruit, because you got hit with the Jack in the Box, there will be no good fruit left because all the other Chao will have come through already. And that sucks. And then recovering from getting hit with the Jack in the Box and not getting the right fruit is almost impossible, unless you're way, way ahead of them and just had some bad luck, you know what I mean? But that's why that's BS. I wish it was the other way around. I kind of wish you opened with choosing the fruit, getting to the fruit on time. And then had the Jack in the Box somewhere in the middle of the course. That would almost make more sense to me. The only problem with that is that every Chao would get to it at almost the same time in the beginning because they all run about the same speed. And then you would have a lot of Chao right in the beginning getting hit in the fruit, and it's not necessarily their fault. My Chao would always make it. The player Chao would always make it to the fruit on time if it was in the beginning, because you just use stamina boost to get there. And then the rest of the race is pretty much you racing between like 4 other Chao who got the right fruit, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it just kind of sucks that the Jack in the Box almost definitely means you're not going to make it to the fruit, unless you're way ahead of these shit eaters like BooBEES is. We could try. I remember now for sure the last time we got was 328. So we got to beat 328 this time. We're coming up to that spot where we were almost inevitably going to trip and then fall in the hole, though, so it'll be kind of rough. See if we can beat our time that we got last time of 328. Down on now. I like that they changed the music and make it all dark. I'm a sucker for good soundtracks that alter their stuff given the situation. Like Super Mario 3D Land does it, but I always think of Banjo-Kazooie comes to mind, because Banjo-Kazooie has an amazing, amazing soundtrack. And like the levels are all really cool and stuff, but then if you're in the levels and you go underwater or you go inside like a building or a Christmas tree, anyways, if you go inside like a building or a Christmas tree or something, the music will change to fit it a little bit better. Like underwater will sound legitimately as if the music is coming from above water and you're hearing it from underwater. Okay, so we didn't trip and we didn't fall in the hole, and our time is still worse because we got hit with a Jack in the Box in the beginning. I'm like, why is our time worse?